It's time. The champion is waiting. Let's go and face the champion, whoever that may be. It's not likely that it's the silver-haired fellow who's been running around quite a bit and has popped up in our path quite a few times, I wonder. So who is the champion? Oh, it is. It's that same silver-haired fella. Welcome, Johnny. I was looking forward to seeing you here one day. You? What did you see on your journey with Pokemon? What do you feel meeting so many other trainers like you? What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all. Now, bring it. So there we go. Yeah, as it turns out, the biggest surprise in history. Steven's the champion. Yeah. And he's got a Skarmory to start with. Great. How does Ice do against? How does Psychic do against Steel? Let's find out. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad either. Steel Wing's gonna kill me though. Yeah. I don't really know what I've got what I've got to put up against Steven, really. I suppose I've got a dragon, but he has no dragon type moves. Thunderbolt's out of PP. Let's do a Dragon Dance, which ups my attack and my speed. I'm now poisoned, which is fantastic. Greatest thing ever. Not really. I genuinely don't have a tactic for Steven. I really don't. Because type-wise, it's much of a muchness, but he is the strongest trainer here, and I'm just going to stick with what I know and just use Psychic and hope that death occurs, really. And more deaths on his side than mine. Haven't had to. Use your full restore, get him out of the way on your bloody Skarmory, so I can wipe out the rest of your party. But yeah, as I said in the previous episode, I would love to do a Diamond and Pearl, because I mean I never actually played Diamond and Pearl. Well, only a little bit when I got it on my DS, but I'd be playing it relatively blind if I did one. And the only thing is, obviously I record all these on emulators, and my computer's a bit wank and wouldn't sustain the running of an emulator and the DS and the recording software. So it's really a no-go for me to record a DS emulator, because I haven't got a computer that can do it. I mean, obviously, it is something I have thought about buying a gaming computer for stuff like this, but it's just a big cost that I really can't afford to do. So it's most likely going to be a hack of a game that I can play using VBA, really. And I know some of you guys hate that, but unfortunately, it is what it is, really. You know, I have what I have, and I don't have what I don't have, and it's just not an option for me to do one. I mean, I'd love to do all this cool stuff, you know. I'd love to play fucking Steam games for you, do like Sims playthroughs, even though that's covered by my good friend Becky. But you know, there's all this awesome stuff that I'd love to do, but I just can't do because my system doesn't match up. So you guys are just gonna have to get what you have, really. Having an easy cap, is there a way to connect a Nintendo DS Lite? I don't have a DSi or a 3DS, I only have a DS Lite, of connecting that to my easy cap, which runs on SCART. Is there a cable out there that exists that would do it, or anything of the sort? If you guys know, tell me about it, and I'll look at getting it. You know, so I could get a cheap version of Diamond or Pearl on DS and at least record gameplay, and then most likely have to be post commentary. But if it would please you guys, I'd like to do it. But you know, because obviously there are games that I'd love to play, really. Like I said, I've never really played the Diamond and Pearl games. That was actually super effective. He's going to use Solar Beam. Why would an Aggron have Solar Beam? Wow. Well, Dig seems to be working. Are Steel types weak to ground then? Because Dig did a ton of damage to that bloody Aggron. Look, wow. Wow. Can I knock him with an Earthquake straight off the bat? Claydol's a fucking speedy little bugger, isn't he? So if Claydol can finish the job, that's all good and fine and dandy, really. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know what the next series is going to be. At least not at the time of recording. By the time you guys are watching this, I've already decided and probably recorded half of it. But I genuinely don't know what it's going to be. I mean, today my Nintendo 64 seemed to give up the ghost halfway through a sodding series, which is of course a huge bitch. Don't land on my desk, Butterfly. I'll headbutt you. But you know, obviously my Nintendo 64 gave up the ghost earlier today at the time of recording, and I was halfway through a series on that, recording Pokemon Stadium. But that series is now canned, at least for now. That series is going to have to be canned because if the 64 is down, I can't finish it. But believe me, guys, if I get my kit working, or if I get better kit, you'll see you'll see different games. But until that happens, why does he has a Claydol? But you know, until I get better kit, really, you guys are stuck with what I can give you. But it'll most likely be a ROM hack of some sort. I have been seriously thinking about doing Thunder Yellow, because that is definitely something I want to give a shot to. But I've also really enjoyed this Monotype, so I was also thinking maybe a Kanto Monotype, obviously something like that. Because I've had a lot of fun doing this Monotype. It adds a new level of difficulty to the game. In the fact that you can only have one type. I got lucky with Psychic. I mean, imagine if I'd got Bug or something, I'd be stuck with fucking Butterfrees, Beedrills and Heracrosses all the way through. But, you know, I'm definitely thinking there will be another Monotype somewhere in my future. But I don't know when, I don't know where, but you guys will know when I do it. But also I will advise you guys, I know I've got the Facebook page, and I know I upload the Facebook page about as regularly as we get a new government, or about as regularly as the BBC tells the truth. But that's basically because I haven't worked out a way. Oh, awesome! The final battle in the Elite Four is Metagross versus Metagross. That couldn't be more fitting if it wanted to. The battle of Metagross versus Metagross. And of course the background noise of my brother beating a butterfly to death with a copy of Merlin on DVD. Yeah, I wish he'd stop doing that while I'm battling the final battle of Metagross versus Metagross. My starter versus Steven Stone's lead Pokemon. The battle. What? And we're both doing Meteor Mash as well.
And, please don't
who's gonna win this?
Not cruel to animals.
Who's gonna win this? Yeah, they can't hear you, but Meteor Mash! God, there's butterfly innards all over the floor! No, I'm only kidding. He did beat a butterfly to death with a copy of Merlin Season 1, Volume 2 on DVD. Oh, this is actually, oh my god, he's used a full restore. This is like the big final battle. You know, the hero and the villain with swords standing on a bridge, you know, brawling away. Metagross versus Metagross. They're both relatively the same level, but my Metagross is winning. Well, was. Then Buggerlugs over there decided to use a full restore. So if he can do it, so can I. I'm gonna run out of Meteor Mash. Bloody hell, he got a critical first shot. Wow. Okay. I'm out of Meteor Mashes. On to Psychic then. But the battle of Metagross versus Metagross for Queen, not for Queen and Country. We're not in England. Well, we are, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get somebody else in because my Metagross is now fucking nerfed, but he sure as hell ain't. So let's get some healing done. Bring back Grace. She was pretty good. I'm gonna bring back a couple of the girls and guys and dogs, but I'm gonna see if I can bring back. Honestly, I think Jinx is gonna be quite useful here. Because he's obviously got a few Meteor Mashes left, whereas mine ran out a few seconds ago. I'm gonna take one more shot with at him now. Hit him with a psychic attack and hope for a fucking crit. Isn't gonna crit, but got some damage done. His psychic will finish you off though, Metagross. You fought hard, my starter. Go Jinx, because I don't trust Slowbro. Go for an... Oh, you have to go for Blizzard, aren't you? Catch him with a Blizzard and freeze him, please, Jinx. Whoa, he's just knocked Jinx for shit with a Hyper Beam. Wow. So let's go, Grace. So we've both got clear body now. I'm using Prison because that's going to stop him from using moves that I've got. Which means he actually I don't think he has many moves now, so I'll use Calm Mind to get Grace really defensive. A couple of Calm Minds to get her really defensive. Okay, he has got Earthquake. So maybe forcing his hand like that wasn't the greatest of moves. I'm gonna take a hit with Slowbro to get Claydol back on the field. Because all he can do now is Earthquake, because obviously his Psychic is sealed. And Hyper Beam, of course, which is going to blow Slowbro out of the arena. Please God, don't let me lose to Steven Stone. I'm really bloody close to getting the win here as well, and this one's got 14 minutes, this final battle, but I'm going to have to spend use a full restore on Claydol. If he goes for Earthquake, which is one of his moves he's got available to him, he won't be able to kill, but I can. So Claydol, hit him with an Earthquake and that'll wrap us up. Steven Stone is down. Metagross is down. Claydol is the winner. And we've defeated Champion Stephen, either champion, fall in defeat. Kudos to you, Johnny. You are truly a noble Pokemon trainer. We've got $11,600 to spend on pornography and doing naughty things to May. Congratulations, the feelings you have for your Pokemon and the Pokemon that responded to those feelings with all their might. They came together as one and created an even greater power. Unless you were able to grasp victory today, you are rightfully the Hoenn region's new... Oh yeah! Me fuck pieces. I mean, May's here! Johnny, here's some advice before you challenge the champion! Huh? What? What? Johnny, could it be that it's already over?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
See? What did I tell you, May? Did I not tell you that you don't need to worry about Johnny? Johnny, you've finally done it. When I heard you had defeated your own father at the Petalburg gym, why, he's a normal trainer and I'm a psychic monotype. I thought perhaps you had a chance, but to think you've actually become the champion. Ah, yes. What became of your Pokedex? Here, let me see. So, you've seen 164 Pokemon and you've caught 17 Pokemon. Yes, that's how Monotype works. I guess you're getting the hang of it, but it gets... What? Seriously, fuck you, Professor. I'm the champion. Stop fucking taking the piss out of me for my low Pokedex entry. I'm only allowed to catch Psychic-type Pokemon. Fucking understand that, you bastard. On a nationwide basis, you've seen 269 Pokemon, caught 24. Anyways, congratulations. Now go proudly into the final room. Johnny! No, the new champion. Come with me. Stephen says, I'm so sorry, but from here on, only those trainers who become champion may enter. You'll have to wait outside with the professor. Don't worry, darling. You'll be groaning plenty later. So we're in this ridiculously large Hall of Fame room. So let's get honoured as the champion of the Hoenn region. But you see, I'm definitely going to do whatever post game is in this. But here's our team. Slowbro, you slacker. Play-Doh, you boss. And Metagross, my starter. So happy I picked the Beldum for my starter. I remember all those early episodes where I was saying, ugh, bloody takedown is a terrible move. And now look at you. You're all champions. So, here's me and the credits. Because you see, we've wrapped up. Now this is not the end, because I'll be back to do whatever post game this game has, and we'll do all of that stuff. There's a couple of the Pokemon that we've had in our... There's Latios, there's Celebi, there's our Beldum, there's Jinx, Wobbuffet, Curlia. These are all of our Pokemon, aren't they? That's really nice. But you see, this has been a fun run. It's been good fun. I've enjoyed it. And I know you guys have. But again, I don't know what's next. Couldn't tell you. Point a gun at my head and I wouldn't be able to tell you. There's some more of our Pokemon. Of course, all of you. We did catch a Crobat at one point, didn't we? But I released it. But guys, thank you. Thank you for watching all the way through these episodes. Thank you for being here in the low points and in the high points. Now let's speed up on that bike and let's chase after that fine-arsed woman over there. But we'll be back for the post game. And then after that, who knows? I don't know how much post-game there is actually. Let's speed this up a bit. But yeah, we're gaining on you, woman. That arse is mine. I'm ahead of you now. But yeah, post game coming up very, very soon. Thank you guys. See you next time. Farewell. I don't really know what I've got what I've got to put up against Stephen. Really, I suppose I've got a dragon, but he has no dragon type moves. Thunderbolt's out of PP. Let's do a dragon dance, which ups my attack and my speed. It's time. The champion is waiting. Let's go and face the champion, whoever that may be. It's not likely that it's the silver-haired fellow who's been running around quite a bit and has popped up in our path quite a few times, I wonder. So who is the champion? Oh, it is. It's that same silver-haired fella. Welcome, Johnny. I was looking forward to seeing you here one day. You? What did you see on your journey with Pokemon? What do you feel meeting so many other trainers like you? What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all. Now, bring it. So there death occurs, really. And more death on his side than mine. Haven't had to. Use your full restore, get him out of the way on your bloody Skarmory, so that I can wipe out the rest of your party. But yeah, as I said in the previous episode, I would love to do a Diamond and Pearl, because I mean I never actually played Diamond and Pearl. I'm now poisoned, which is fantastic. Greatest thing ever. Not really. I genuinely don't have a tactic for Stephen. I really don't. Because type-wise, it's much of a muchness, but he is the strongest trainer here, and I'm just going to stick with what I know and just use Psychic and hope that. There you go. Yeah, as it turns out, the biggest surprise in history, Stephen's the champion. Yeah. And he's got a Skarmory to start with. Great. How does Ice do against? How does Psychic do against Steel? Let's find out. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad either. Steel Wing's gonna kill me though. Yeah.